You know, whenever a Yid is faced with a challenge, we shouldn't just think of it as a challenge. We have to think of it as a moment of opportunity for us to be able to redeem a spark of Hashem's presence. This is what we find in the Surah HaKadoshim. There's sparks of divinity, there's sparks of Elikos, there's sparks of our own neshamas scattered throughout the world. And whenever a situation of challenge comes to us, it's not a matter of just avoiding a pitfall. We are the knight in shining armor that's being charged with rescuing that princess, with redeeming that spark. And when we think of it in that way, then we'll be strengthened and emboldened to accomplish the mission properly. Let me tell you a story. The Rebbe Melech and the Rebbe Zusha, famously, before they became famous Rebbes, they went to exile and they spent many years traveling as beggars and homeless people and so on. And so the story goes that there was one particular town that they stopped by in their time of Gullus, and there was a wealthy person that lived there. They knocked on the door in order to be able to have a meal, to have a place to stay. The person looks at them and says, Tzeis L'Shalom, find another person to stay by. Okay. Years pass. Rebbe Melech and Rebbe Zusha are now famous tzaddikim with a whole entourage, gabayim, a whole malchus. And they happen to be traveling also past this town, and they're going to spend some time in this town. Now, meanwhile, the gabayim ahead of things make arrangements for them to stay by the wealthy person in town, was this original balabas. When the Rebbe Melech and Rebbe Zusha hear about that, they tell the gabayim the following thing. Do us a favor, take our luggage and the horses, bring it to that person, but we're going to stay in another location. The balabas is expecting the Rebbe Melech and Rebbe Zusha. He opens the door, all he sees is suitcases and horses. What's pshat? What's going on? So the Rebbe Melech and Rebbe Zusha explained, listen, when we came to you the first time, you didn't want us. What's the difference between us now and us then? The only difference is the luggage and the suitcases and the horses. So it must be that that's what you're interested in. So that's why we're sending you the luggage and the horses, and we'll stay in another location. When Mashiach comes, B'ez Hashem, Hashem is going to be revealed and open with his entourage, with horses and luggage. It'll be a whole parade. And who are going to be the ones that are going to be able to say that Hashem can stay with them, that they're going to be able to be part of that inner circle? It was the ones that took care of Hashem before the horses and before the luggage. When a person is faced with a challenge and you're given the opportunity to rescue the Shekhinah, to rescue the divine presence, to rescue, so to speak, a piece of Hashem Yisparach in this world, that's without the luggage and without the fanfare. When you do that successfully, then when Mashiach comes, then the Rabbanu Shalom, with all the Malachim, with the entire parade, will also be welcomed by you as well. We should be only to be able to redeem the Shekhinah Kedosha and to see good things. Befrat u'b'chlal b'yiskol tzaddik b'rachim and meher v'meinu amen.